Now, let's preview Liverpool v Arsenal, because I think that's fair to say that it's the match of the weekend. Mikel Arteta's plan finally seems to be coming together. That said, their toughest match so far this season.
Oh, without doubt. I mean, they've not won there since 2012. I believe Mikel Arteta was actually in the last team to win there back 9 years ago. So that's the scale of the task in front of them. Liverpool, a much improved side from that period as well. I remember at the end of the transfer window, we were looking at Arsenal's business and we were saying it had an awful start to the season, just lost 5-0 at Manchester City. Paul Merson, no less, an ex-Arsenal player, was saying that it's going to be a big period now between here, the end of August, and the next international break at the start of October. He's not just got through that, he's got through the second one. We've just had another international break. 9 matches, 7 wins, 2 draws in all competitions. I don't think anybody saw that coming at the end of...
No.
Or at the end of August. They beat Tottenham in that period as well. They went to Leicester and won 2-0. It's an impressive side. A few players there have really come good for them, Aaron Ramsdale, but this is a different test today. However, because they've been so good for the last 2 months, they could probably afford a defeat today, and they're not going to see their fans on their back. So he's bought himself some credit, but I don't think anyone saw this coming at the end of August. I think you have to give him huge credit for that.
He did say, Mikel Arteta, be patient, it'll come, and to be fair to him, it has come.
Absolutely.
Liverpool, their defeat to West Ham last time out, how much will that affect their confidence going into this one?
I don't think it'll affect their confidence too much. I mean, it was a fixture they normally win, but it was just one of those days, wasn't it? It was just everything got on top of them. That West Ham side is not a typical West Ham side of the last 10 years. They went there probably expecting to enforce their game, use their possession style, use their press as well. And West Ham, it just didn't work on the day. But they lost 3-2. It wasn't like a heavy defeat. It's not something that's going to shatter confidence. I think at home to Arsenal today, they're still very much favourites.
I do want to talk about that article on the back of the Daily Mail. Gary Neville's come out and said that it's hard to watch, isn't it, Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's situation at the moment. And it is. It's hard to watch. Yeah,
Ian Ladyman's done a big sit-down with Gary Neville on a double-page spread. I'll go running off the back as well, page 116, 117. So it's a big thing here. Now, it's interesting, isn't it, because the trundle wheel is just moving slightly forward. He's had a lot of criticism the last few weeks. Gary Neville was saying, well, you know, you're a pundit, you're paid to give opinions, but how are you not calling for this guy to be sacked? Just because you're only just protecting your teammate. He's fired back at certain journalists and said, well, you know, looking at, say, John Cross at the Mirror, for example, he said, well, hang on a minute, you protected Arsene Wenger for years because of your relationship with the club. Now, Gary Neville knows the implications of Gary Neville saying that the Manchester United manager needs to be sacked. So he doesn't like it when other pundits say this manager needs to be sacked. They're just doing it for clicks, he says, right? But now he says it's difficult to watch. That, to me, tells me that something's moving on here. He didn't say that a few weeks ago. He acknowledged that there are problems, but it seems to be going a little bit further. He thinks the supporters deserve more. Ole and the players can't take much more. It's hard to watch. 1 clean sheet in 24 matches as well. Having said that, they win today at Watford. They go within 2 points of the top 4. Maybe things aren't as bad as we think.
Oh, another important game for Ole later on. Thank you very much.